Sumo champions meet the Old West in the new adventure movie, The Wide West. Fox 61's Matt Scott sat down with the international action star who's behind the film.
Obviously, there's a reason that the producers here gave me the interview with a former Mr. Universe, of course. Right. This one, like another one that you've heard of, is in the movies. Alexander Nevsky is a three-time Mr. Universe and is in a new movie called The Wide West. And we say good morning to him, calling in from California. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Matt. Thank you for having me.
And clearly, I'm glad that we are doing this via remote instead of in person. I don't think the audience could handle too much muscle and machismo in one room. Is that true?
It is true, but I'm sure your audience will appreciate your English because it's still better than mine.
That may be the only thing I have up on you, sir. We'll talk about the movie in just a second, but three-time Mr. Universe. Back in what years?
2010, 2011, 2012. It was a great time.
Yeah?
It was a great time.
What's your best memory of it?
Actually, best memory is always training itself, because competition, it's a lot of stress, a lot of work on stage and off stage. But training for competition, that's fun. When you're getting bigger, when you're getting more defined, when you inspire others. So, I always promote natural bodybuilding, drug-free bodybuilding, and I think it's the best thing you can do if we talk about fitness. Just make yourself stronger.
That is interesting.
Yes.
It's almost like the exact opposite of like trying to get your kid to study or practice the piano for the recital. You like the practice and not as much the actual performance. That is interesting. You do performing of a different kind, though. You made the jump over into movies. Easy or tough? Tougher than being a Mr. Universe?
Of course, it's tougher. It's tougher. But, I'm very lucky because thanks to bodybuilding, first of all, I have great role models. It's Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger, and also it's Mr. Universe Ralph Miller. They both inspired me when I was a very skinny kid and just started to train, and later when I met them in person and when we became friends, that was them who inspired me to become an actor and producer. Yes, it's basically one challenge after another, but I love it.
Speaking of love, I love the concept of this movie. We're showing you clips of the Wide West, in which it's sumo champions in the Old West. Now, you're going to have to explain a little more. That alone is a little baffling to me.
No. Can you just imagine the Western with Mr. Universe and two World Sumo champions?
That's too
just
much.
Imagine that.
Can't handle that all, Alex.
And actually, I'm completely with you, because usually when I make movies, I'm the biggest one on set, right? But here, I was the smallest one, because both of them, Hiroki Sumi and Ichi, they're huge. They're amazing, but huge. You might see Hiroki in John Wick 4.
Yeah.
Hiroki was in John Wick 4.
That's right.
It's just, but they're like, Matt, they're like samurais. They never complained. We shot this Western last year in California.
Yeah.
And in the desert, like in a real town.
Well, let's talk about that, because it's two sumo wrestlers go up against an outlaw, and this is kind of based on true events, right?
Exactly. It's based on true events. And in 1907, Japan Emperor sent the delegation to meet with President Theodore Roosevelt. And that delegation really had sumo wrestlers in it, and they performed in 1907. Not many people know about it. And of course, in our movie, it's based on true events. So, of course, we add some action, we add, some bad guys and some beautiful women and all of that.
I love this.
Yes, it was based on true events.
I love the idea. A professional, here's a big-time Mr. Universe, two sumo wrestlers, and we're going to throw them in the Old West, and it's based on true events. We can find The Wide West debuting very soon in limited theaters. Also going to be on NBC Universal's Sumo Play, and like the Mr. Universe who went acting before Alexander, we expect really great things from you and maybe even a future governor of California.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Alexander Nevsky, thanks for joining us.